a chair and let's chill. Let's party, let's talk and let's build. Yeah, alright, let's talk over drinks.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Talks Over Drinks. My name is Corey Fokier. As always, my partner in justice, the God, Markel Primes. What's going on, sir?
Everything is everything as usual. Another great day, another great episode, and we have another great guest on to talk to you about. We ain't talking about politics today. So we talk about something that's kind of near and dear to my heart, and I know my brother Corey is near and dear to his heart, is food. So
Yes, sir.
we got something a little different for you guys today.
No doubt.
And as usual, I'm gonna start off the show with a food for action message. And I wanted to give you guys something great today. I was struggling between two different quotes. And when I thought about food, I decided on this one right here. So it says, in life, if you don't plant the flowers you want, weeds will grow in its place. So that message right there is pretty straightforward and it's deep. So it kind of goes along with our guest. He planted his seed for his business, and it grew into something that my brother Corey is going to be able to tell you guys about. He's going to be able to taste it and let you guys know how great it is, the product of the seed that was planted by this man that we're going to have on.
Indeed. Yes, sir. So we're going to waste no more time. We are going to welcome to the hot seat, right? Mr. Perry Whitaker. He is the owner of PW's Barbecue out of Eastern Henrico, Virginia.
Great.
Good, sir. Good to see you.
All right.
Good to see you.
Pleasure to meet you, gentlemen.
Have a seat.
Yes,
I'm going to
sir.
go ahead and
All
crack your beer for you, sir.
That's right. You gotta have a good
Gotta
beer
have
with some barbecue.
Gotta have some good beer with some barbecue.
Yes, sir.
So Mr. Perry and I, we go a little ways back. We happen to work at the same state agency for a while. And I would see Mr. Perry in passing, and everybody at work was always talking about his barbecue. And
Right.
one day, one of my coworkers was like, "You didn't get you none of Mr. Perry's barbecue?" And I was like, "No." And when he brought it in, I said, "Well, you know, Mr. Perry, next time you bring barbecue, I'm gonna order some." So food, because my wife is a chef.
Yeah.
You know, food
okay.
food is very important. It brings sustenance. So tell our viewers, Mr. Perry, how you got started and a little bit about your business.
Okay. Well, originally got started, I wanted to make some barbecue for myself because I'm from North Carolina. And here up in Richmond, Virginia, you can't find any good barbecue.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna call any chains, but I went to several big name chains. And it just didn't do it for me.
Right.
So in order to get some good barbecue, I had to drive 100 miles to North Carolina.
Okay.
So I decided one day, I called my cousin, and I said, "Man, I want to learn how to do some barbecue." So got some barbecue, got a pork shoulder, went to North Carolina, and he made me do it.
Okay.
It wasn't no sit back and Cousin Perry do this. I'm from the country.
Okay.
We call each other Cousin Perry, Cousin Mike, so just Cousin Corey, right?
Okay. All
So,
right.
He told Cousin Perry, "I'm gonna make you do it." So I had to do the entire thing.
Wow.
And it came out pretty good.
Okay.
So after that, I came back home. I purchased a grill, and I started doing my own barbecue. And a few of my friends tasted it and said, "It's good, man. You maybe try to sell some of it." I was like, "Nah, I'm just doing it for friends and family." And then after a few people tasted it, they started saying, "Well, how much do you want for your barbecue?" So I started selling it for like $8 a pound for about a year. And then more people started asking for barbecue. So I started with the original Oklahoma Joe, where I can only do 4 Boston butts at one time. For about 2 years I was doing that. Then I found another Oklahoma Joe. So I had 2 smokers going at one time.
So how big is a Oklahoma Joe
Well,
for
that's
us non-barbecuing folks?
Probably about long as this table here.
Okay.
That's like the canister that they actually cut in half.
You got a smoker on the end. That's where you put all your wood and your charcoal.
Right.
Okay.
And so
Yeah,
a
that
lot of
is
these
not
stores,
good.
I'm not bashing a lot of these stores, but they don't do theirs naturally. I use start with charcoal, and I finish cooking with probably some oak or some hickory, or right about now I'm doing it with some cherry wood.
Okay.
So that gives that nice sweet flavor.
So does each wood give the barbecue product a different flavor?
Yeah, each wood's give you a different flavor. Like if you use a fruit-based wood, like a cherry or apple or pecan, you're gonna get a little bit of that flavor.
Okay.
Or you can go with a mesquite, and that's gonna give you a bolder flavor.
Okay.
Now, I do know when it comes to barbecue, it's usually like two different. They say there's barbecue and then there's North Carolina barbecue.
Right.
There's a distinctive taste difference.
It is. It is. Now, I'm from North Carolina. If you're putting sauce on barbecue, that ain't barbecue.
Uh-oh.
I'm telling you now. Once you get up north, from Virginia on up, North Carolina, Maryland, they got to have some type of sauce. That's not Carolina barbecue. North Carolina barbecue is really simple. It's a vinegar-based crushed red pepper.
Right.
Okay.
And a lot of love. You got one secret ingredient. Okay. That's a lot of love.
Okay. Okay.
All right? But real barbecue,
right?
No sauce. No sauce.
So what's the sauce doing? Is the sauce trying to add flavor to something that has no flavor?
Well, if you're using sauce, your flavor is you're gonna taste the sauce.
Right.
Okay.
You know, if you're using a sweet sauce, I'm not gonna put no product names out there, but you know, some of them got that sweet sauce, some of them got that hickory sauce. That's what you're going to taste. But if you're doing it naturally and getting that good Carolina style barbecue, you're actually going to taste the smoke, and you're going to taste that fresh pork, that good meat.
Okay.
You won't be tasting just sauce.
Okay.
You know, like you eat a good chicken, you want to taste that good fresh chicken and maybe a little seasoning.
Understood.
When you eat my barbecue, only thing you got to add is some bread. I'm telling you now.
I should have ate before I came. You got me really. My mouth is watering right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, barbecue is one of my favorite things.
Okay.
I'm from New York. Well, we both from up north, so
Yeah.
traditionally, barbecue sauce is something that always been on my barbecue.
Right.
But when I came down here to Virginia, it changed up a little bit. I started seeing different ways, and that's when I learned about the North Carolina barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
I know it sounds like you have a real passion for the pork. But,
yeah, but I got to tell you now.
Yeah, tell me
I got
about
to tell
the
you, my
brisket.
man here, I brought a little taste. I found out my man here doesn't eat any pork.
Haven't had it since
would've
like
known
2001.
For all you Muslims or people don't eat pork, I do turkey barbecue.
Okay.
And believe it or not, it's cooked the same process. It's seasoned the exact same way. But it's turkey. And there's no fat in turkey barbecue.
So now I know that because I've seen you do events in the area. I know that you have a smoker that you haul behind the truck.
Yeah.
Tell us how you evolved from maybe the smaller smoker, the Oklahoma device that you were telling us earlier in the interview, and how you kind of progressed to what you drag behind your truck.
Yeah. Because originally, like I said, I started with the two small Oklahoma Joes, and they got bigger than I expected. So I always had a passion. Well, I actually saw this on YouTube. A guy up in New York, he had a trailer, and he would go out to nightclubs and so forth, you know, after the hours and sell his stuff right off the grill.
Okay.
So that was my original intention, what I did, and I did pretty good. A couple of years ago, I did pretty good with that. And after that, I said, well, I got my big grill. It's about 55, it's about this big. And I can do 8 butts at one time.
Okay.
8 butts. And it's probably about 90 pounds of meat, depending on how each one weighs.
Right.
And it's like an 8-hour process. I start early in the morning, and when I'm finished, I call my cousin. It's a family thing.
Okay.
We come around, one pulling it off the bone, one is chopping it, and you know who's seasoning it?
Yeah.
I get the final touch.
Okay.
So it's a good process. You know, after this finish, everybody take a little taste, and they say, well, you need a little bit of this, or you need a little bit of that. And that's how it comes out. Perfect every time.
Wow.
Perfect every time.
Wow.
And like I say, I do turkey barbecue. You know, I'm just not stuck on barbecue, y'all. Thanksgiving come around, Christmas, I do turkeys.
Okay.
You can smoke your turkey. If you never had a smoked turkey, you just won't believe it. It is delicious. Everybody like fried turkeys.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Fried turkey, that's child's play.
When the fried turkey came out, everybody was on it. It was like the Popeyes chicken sandwich. But it was dangerous.
That's the thing. The fried turkey. Well, I remember one year we was in a driveway trying to figure out how you was gonna like not stick a whole frozen turkey
Right.
in the oil and shoot it up over the house into your neighbor's yard.
Yeah.
I know the one thing I never tasted was a turducken.
I've heard of that.
Turkey, duck, and
Right.
the chicken all wrapped up. So
Yeah,
they cut them off the bone and then they wrap them together.
And season like
and they
that.
season them like that. That's something that maybe we'll try that. But
But turkey barbecue, like I say, smoked barbecue and fried turkeys, I mean, it's a good thing, but it's a process.
okay.
It's a process of doing both of them. To keep it nice and moist, what I do, I brine them. It's like a 24-hour process. You put all your flavor in and you brine it for 24 hours. And when I do my smoked turkeys, I add a little more love to it. You'll find out in a minute between the difference between a smoked and a fried. And when you do a smoked turkey, it brines for 24 hours. Then I stuff the turkey with some fresh basil, some fresh thyme. I put some onions in there, some garlic, a little celery. And the kicker, you get that little sweet taste. I take an orange and cut it in half. And I plug all the ingredients in the back, plug it up with the orange.
Okay.
Yes. Now all those flavors that I just talked about, it's going to marinate all through the turkey, because the turkey will smoke for 4 hours.
Okay.
And all that flavor, your thyme, your basil, your rosemary, a little touch of garlic, all that flavor is going to be infused in that turkey. Delicious.
Okay.
Delicious. Now the difference between that and a fried turkey, all you do is, the same brine process. You got to let it dry out a little bit, then you ease it into the grease.
Right.
But it's not as much love as that smoked turkey.
Okay.
But both of them are delicious, I'm telling you now.
Okay. Well, you want to grab that for me?
Here it is.
Oh, it's right there.
Here
You
it
brought
is.
it with him.
I brought it with my brother Corey.
Cousin Corey.
Cousin Corey, our brother, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Here you go, my man.
I'm gonna let him. Now I would say that Corey has real. He picky about his food.
Oh yeah, his wife is a chef, so he's
he's
know
real
if it's good
picky
or not.
about his food.
Shout Mandy.
Hey man, I hope he says something for you.
What's up, sis?
That's what she said.
Yeah.
She was like, she said, Mandy woke up this morning and she was like, Markel's your best friend, Corey. I said, yeah, me and Markel been through a lot. She said, well, who's on Toss Over Drinks tonight? I said, Mr. Perry is going to bring some barbecue. Well, y'all better save me some barbecue.
You see the bowl? There's plenty in there, so he has to come home with some of that.
Mm-hmm. It look good, don't it, y'all?
Man.
The proof is in the pudding.
And that's that North Carolina barbecue.
That's North Carolina style barbecue. Mm-hmm.
So, I taste the smoke.
Mm-hmm.
I taste the tang
Yeah.
of the red pepper.
The tang is from the vinegar.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We use apple cider vinegar. The apple cider, not that white vinegar now, not that distilled vinegar.
With the mother?
Apple cider vinegar.
With the
Got to
mother?
use the good vinegar.
With the mother?
The White House.
White House. Okay.
White House. The real vinegar. Don't use no store brand stuff now.
This is delicious.
There you go.
Listen,
Huh?
ladies and gentlemen.
Huh? I don't know, Mindy. You might be in trouble.
Now, do you?
Man, she don't do barbecue.
She don't buck. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she wouldn't mind if somebody else came with the barbecue.
Well, no, I won't mind.
This is flavorful. I taste the smoke. I taste the vinegar, so it gives it that tang.
Mm-hmm. Got a little heat, that crushed red pepper.
The crushed red pepper gives it heat,
Mm-hmm.
and it just everything is all together.
There you go.
This
Made with
is-
love.
This is probably the best barbecue I've ever tasted.
There you go.
That's big. That's big.
All he had to do was add bread. If I had some bread,
Yeah.
he wouldn't be saying a word. But hey, he ain't saying too much right now.
Well, I'll do a little bit more of the talking for right now. Chew up,
Wow.
take your time. Now, can we only just come to your spot to eat, or do you do deliveries?
Well, I don't have a building. What I do at 80 pounds of barbecue, 90 pounds of barbecue. And what we do, we bag it and we freeze it.
Okay.
We do all that in one day. And it's all natural. So a lot of people think about, well, it's in your freezer, it's been in your freezer for so long, or 2
It's
weeks
still
or 3
fresh.
weeks. But I got to say something to you. If you don't know,
Right.
on the South, I left out one important thing. We start off with kosher salt because that's a lot of meat. We put a lot of kosher salt on the top, but you can't taste that salt. Maybe a little pinch of that salt. So it's all seasoned and natural preservatives.
Right.
The salt is natural, the vinegar is natural, and the crushed red pepper is natural. All natural, no chemicals. And what we do, we bag it in 1 pound bags, and we freeze it. All that's done in a 1-day process.
Right.
So if you give me a call, you can see my number here and here.
Absolutely.
Anywhere in the Richmond area.
804-839-3110.
There you go.
Once again, 804-839-3110. PW's Barbecue. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what y'all waiting for. He need to have phone ringing off the hook, line down the block. This is good when you get food with love. And I have to say that we've been talking about this a lot.
Yeah.
In this post-COVID-19 situation that we're dealing with, you go to a lot of places, you spend your money, and then you sit with your family. And you wondering why you spent this money when the food isn't good. I went to. I'm not gonna say the place I went to.
I thought you was about to do it.
We were the only family of 8 in the building, and the food came. It was substandard. So, when you support local businesses,
right?
Support black businesses, support small businesses. Like Mr. Perry said, he's putting the love into the pot because it's his product that's going to speak as eloquently as he has this evening with Markel and myself here on Talks Over Drinks.
There you go, Talks Over Drinks.
Man, absolutely.
Sir?
Can't beat it.
Any other questions, Markel?
Oh, man, I did want to talk to you about one other thing. Of course, we're an education talk show and we're a business talk show. So we also encourage people who want to start their own businesses or whoever has a business out there who wants to come on and talk about their product, their service. We definitely invite you to come on. This gentleman here is, I think he's one of the first business, well, probably the second business owner that we had on. The first food connoisseur that I would say that we had on. So we definitely want to be able to promote him and have his product be out there. So as you see, PWS Barbecue. PWs. Yeah, so
that's my real name. It's so good. I'm proud of my product, like the real McCoy. PW stands for Perry Whitaker.
All right.
Perry Whitaker.
I'm proud of my name. If I wasn't proud or wasn't sure of my product, I wouldn't use my name.
Amen.
Absolutely.
You know? I got to tell these guys, they didn't know this, but when I first started, I was a little skeptical. And I was giving away a lot of barbecue.
Okay.
I would tell people, look, I'm going to give you this. If you like it, you pay for it. Guess what? Everybody paid for it.
That's
and came back for more.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That takes me back to the food for action message to start it out. Now, this is more confirmation. I say this in just about every show, but it's more confirmation that I made the right choice because, once again, he said it himself. He planted the seed. He gave the sample, and they came back. And that's how his business grew.
Amen.
Word of mouth, he planted the seed, and it grew. So, once again, we definitely appreciate you being on the show. Look forward to having you back because I need my barbecue turkey. Everything else.
We're going to have to come out to that event next week.
If I knew I have something there, if I knew, I would have brought some barbecue turkey.
What's what we're going to do? We're going to go to his event next week.
Come on.
And we're going to pop up and test it out.
Yeah. Come on, guys.
So once again, Talks Over Drinks, Perry Whitaker, PW's Barbecue, Eastern Henrico, 804-839-3110. The guy Markel Prize. We Talks Over Drinks. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yes, sir.
Hey, all right, let's talk over drinks.
Talks Over Drinks.
Toast over drinks, we can have a conversation. You can say what you think. I'm 40 plus and still rocking to this hip hop beat. Bring it live and direct right here from Broad Street. I pray that my lyrics do find you well, cause it's me, MSB, and a guy named Markel. The White J, son, you know he fan. Invite indie musicians, coming straight slam. I got swerving beat sounds on the ones and twos, and together, united, we gon' bring it to you. We the RVA Rap Pack crew. So take your pick, Comcast or YouTube. No disrespect, I don't mean to be rude, but these other talk shows can't do what we do. I stay with the lyrics, some call me Dread Dude. Difference of opinion should not be called sin. Tell the truth, yo, Dread, where you been? Invest a few minutes, I hope you tune in, yo. Politics, economics, education. These are topics across the whole entire nation. Keep it 100, we gon' talk about them, yo. Bring your kids, tell your mama and a friend, yo, it's toast over drinks, toast over drinks. We can have a conversation, you can say what you think.
Let's talk over drinks. Pull up a chair and let's chill. Let's party, let's talk and let's build. Alright, let's talk over drinks. We over here keeping it real, saying exactly how we feel. Come on, let's talk over drink. Pull up a chair and let's chill. Let's party, let's talk and let's build. Alright, let's talk over drink.